There's about some of the parts it takes to build a two-pill.
Well, we got a bunch of stuff we got going on here, but you know, major components, transformers, pills, SO239s, chokes, 100 ohm resistors, 1000 puff cap for the big transformer, fan grate that's too small. We're not going to use that one. Screws for the board to be screwed to the heatsink. You got the variable right here that we're going to put on this particular one. 10 ohms for the pills to see when you got magic smoke if you blow it up. A lot of other little things that we're going to use, but we're going to start with putting the. Now we got this from Fat Boy ICA, okay, and here's our pill strips. Here's our power strip in our board. So we're going to start by. We actually got the heatsink without the board drilled through the heatsink. Okay, you can get it, or this is already connected to this. Okay,
Which I'll probably do next time.
but we'll show you it's not that big of a deal if you have to do it. We just take the case. We put the heatsink in there like so. We take the board and set it in like so, and then we'll screw the board to the case, right? And then we'll set this where we'll put this heatsink where we want it, which is basically centered, you know what I mean? We'll put it where we want it, and then we'll drill a couple holes, like one here and one over here, just to hold it onto the board to the heatsink, and that's it. It's not a big deal. So I got a couple of screws here for the blah blah blah, for the screw the board down to the heatsink. So ICA sells these screws, okay? I have a package right here. It's a package deal. You buy them by the package. This one's not marked. That's nice. I have another. I'm not sure exactly what size they are, but they say they're screws for the case, screwing the board down to the case. So they got all kinds of screws over there, hardware if you need it. So first we get this and we get it put in place, if that's a possibility. And then after that, oh, they got that right up against it. You see that?
Yeah, yeah.
That's okay. I like that. It's nice and tight over there.
Mm-hmm.
Going into aluminum, so it's not a big deal.
Right.
I got a little cold, so you know what that means. Sound like a frog, and I feel like one too. So we put these screws in there.
Excuse me. Excuse me. What does a frog feel like?
Me right now.
I'm not sure what that means, but okay.
My voice, man. My voice.
Oh, your
is,
voice.
My voice
Your
is
frog voice.
Yeah, it's actually getting better. It was pretty funny this morning. But yeah, so I got these screwed in now. I'm going to take the heatsink. You can see it here sticking out.
Right.
So just make it flush along here. But when you look at it, make these so they're centered. We're doing a 2-pill, okay? So I'm not too concerned with the driver pill here if you're going to make a 3-pill. This is a really small 3-pill box, but I love it.
Yeah, yeah, it's cool.
For making 3 pills. So we could kick this back if we want a little bit. And we put it right about there. So it's right along the edge. Throw your board into the heatsink.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Just my accent.
Yes. All right, so we just put 2 on this side in the heatsink. It's really all you need because you got these 2 into the case.
So everything's grounded beautifully. Nothing moves. Everyone's happy. Have a good day. Have a little bit of ice cream. Okay, so might use a different whatever. But so we're gonna cut some pill strips. So I like to have them a certain way. Like if I took this, and then I can make them so they're both to the end of that strip. See?
Right.
I see that?
Yeah.
So I could take this here and go, oh, let's cut. See how nice that lead cuts?
Yeah.
Didn't cut that nice actually. But what I mean, you know, I don't know. How does anyone out there know? So we have that. We're going to be putting our large transformer in here. So we have to cut into the pill strip. We're gonna put our slots, right? Mm. There must be a slot that goes in between the pills to separate the pills. Right. You don't want these 2 touching, so you actually have to grind the copper off of that. Right. On both sides, okay? And then we're gonna cut this here So that separates two, and it's going to sit right on that split. So you carefully take your pliers again, like these. I'm not pliers. What are these things called?
Cutters, snippers.
Yeah, I heard of that before. I like to mark them because you'll be surprised how you get like discombobulated when you go to grind them where you got to do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So on this one, it's going to be right here. And on this one is going to be right here. The Ryobi multi-tool works good around the house.
This is what we're using. Ryobi multi-tool.
So look at the grinder tip we have on there. Okay, it's flat here, and then you turn it. It's got the grinding surface here.
Right.
I like this width.
It's like the perfect width. Yeah.
I think you could do thinner. You know.
Right.
I like to use 700 when I'm doing this stuff. When I'm doing the pills, I can use higher. Okay, so we're gonna take these out. We find our little mark there, right? So now you have that, they're separated, right?
Right.
So we'll put solder on these real quick. If I don't like it, I'll just redo it. Everybody loves somebody sometime. What do you think? Huh? You go like so? Huh? Got solder on there now? Okay, so on here, we want to make them relatively straight, which is as straight as possible. Okay? Because once you solder these, they don't move.
Right.
We like this to be the top. See this? That's the bottom with the numbers. That's what we consider it because we're going to have it like that. But I like to put the pliers right like this and bend it like that, okay? Same thing, I grab it here and bend it like that. It just helps keep that straight in there. Once we get that to the way we want it, then we'll solder it on. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That looks pretty good right there, right? I suggest not doing what I'm gonna do right now. I really do. So we want to put some solder on here first. Put some pre-solder on there. This one I hold a little longer because it gets down in between the multi-layers of legs on here. There's more than one leg coming out the side. And it gets down in there when you heat it up a little bit more.
Right.
That's it. Oh. That's what I was talking about. Don't do what I'm going to do.
Ow.
Stupid.
He throws it. I like that.
Now, we like to have them up. You know why? Airflow. Coolidge.
Oh.
See? Calvin Coolidge, man. We like to keep them so they stay cool. So we'll try to get them lined up so they're pretty straight. Now I like to make sure it's soldered on both sides. You dig it?
Yeah.
Doesn't take much, just all. That's it. That's it. Beautiful. Now we can solder this side. Dig it?
Right on.
Now they're not going to move, so I can just kind of do it. What's going to go on this side is the power lead, which everybody should have one of these. I got this in a little sale rack in the aisle at Ace Hardware. So make sure those are cleaned in between. And I just want to make sure there's nothing stuck in there. It looks really nice and beautiful. If you want to get, if you want everything to be perfect, okay, I'm just going to tell you right now. What you could do is, where's my juice? Here it is.
What juice?
Right here.
Oh.
This is my juice, okay? And as you're going along, as soon as you solder,
Acetone?
when you come from New York, what are you talking about? What do you mean? What is acetone? I ain't no got no acetone.
Oh, what is it?
They ain't it's acetone, not acetone, huh? Yeah, so if you take this acetone,
Yes.
and you clean it right away, it cleans real easy, cleans real fast, and then it's beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
You like it like that?
Yeah, it's purty.
You gotta have purty too, cause you know what? You don't have purty. You can't hardly talk unless you're purty.
That's right.
Isn't purty like a paintbrush?
Maybe.
I don't know.
It's a lot of things.
It's true. It's true. I could even clean off the little solder, which makes absolutely no sense because you're going to solder on these 3 times again. Just so you know. And what do you think we do next?
We drill holes for pills?
You better believe it, Bucko. Let's go ahead and drill some holes for the pills. A lot of visitors here today.
Yeah, John Wayne stepped in.
My therapist is working on that. Drill your own pill holes.
Yeah.
You know, we put the pill in place. Radio. Who's that? Mickey Mouse. Come on, man.
Oh, yeah.
I already did this, but you put the pill holes, you put the pills in the pill holes, and then use the guy to start them. You can drill all the way through, but I don't like to. Do one side, do the other side. Now, this is for people who really want to take a chance. Drill without a drill press. So once you take them out, once you mark them all, yes, these fit like right in there, like ridiculous. Then you excuse my coughing, I'm sorry. Then we can go ahead and try to get them straight. So do what I say, not what I do.
Okay.
You want to countersink these a little bit, make sure there's no burr on there. So you get a little countersink to do it, but I don't have one, so I'm gonna use this a little bit bigger drill. And I'm just gonna, see that? Take a look at that compared to that. See a little relief, the countersink?
Yeah.
That way there's nothing sticking up. That's it. Okay, you happy now?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so once the board is prepped, the first thing we do is put the pills in. So if you're gonna put the pills in, you gotta use what I call pill juice.
Pill juice.
Heat sink compound.
Not provided in kit?
Not provided in the kit. You have to get heat sink compound, and you must put on the pill. And the way I do it with this particular tube, which I use a lot and I like, is I squeeze it until it starts coming out. You see that?
Yeah.
See your goo coming out? And then I put it up against there, and I just start kind of going in a circle, like so. And then I try to get it as even as possible. You don't want too much, you don't want too little. You want just right. Right now it looks really bad. That was a brand new tube, so it wasn't perfect coming out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So we just use our finger, get it nice and even. You get extra, guess what? My favorite friend, the Q-tip. Take the extra stuff off if you want it to look pretty, which we all do, right?
Right.
You do not want to get it on the legs of the transistor because it kind of keeps it from soldering properly. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So just get it on there nicely, like so. And then we go bada boom, bada bing, and they fit right in there. They fit right. Yep, they fit right in there.
Hold on a second. Let me show them something with this pin for the very first time builders. Okay, see the top there? How it's got a little
Notch.
Okay.
Notch will break.
That's what we call the top of the pill. He has the box facing toward him, so that's where the switches go in the front. So the top of the pill goes back toward the coaxes, if you want to look at it like that.
Yep, right back towards the SL239s. They go right in here like that.
Just saying, because I know they're going to be building these. So, okay, these are tight.
And then
we make our holes bigger. These
if I have a little on the legs, I make sure I clean it off. I don't want this stuff on the legs when I'm soldering. Okay, either do you.
Right.
And if you can't get them real clean with a clean Q-tip, put some. Say it.
Acetone.
Some acetone on it. From New York, we got acetone. Okay? It will clean it very perfectly. And the more you kind of touch up as you go on, the better the box looks when you're done. Like, perfect, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You do not want to get the acetone on the board.
Right.
You can get it on the probes here, whatever you want to call them, the legs. Don't get it on here. We'll take the finish off. It'll make you nuts.
Oh, yeah.
We're about to find out. These are 440 3/8 long screws. Actually, these are the size I like the best. They come in different lengths, like 5/16 and quarters. The 440 3/8 self-tapping screws for the for the pills is what I use. Beautiful, perfect, absolutely perfect. So we're gonna put the pills down first, and then we're gonna solder the pill strips into place.
Say what?
Clean it off a little bit.
All right, all clean.
That thing's almost uncontrollable.
Yes.
Man, that's dangerous. Okay, so I put the pill strips in. I put the big transformer in. I wrapped it 2 wraps. I put the SO239s in. I only put 1 screw in this one. I'm gonna put another screw and put the ground strap on the bottom over there. See the little groundy strap? I did a video on that. This is gonna be the power pad. Okay, so it's just gonna go from out there into here, right, and then up to the back of that, and then the ground will come in and go here.
Right.
So now we'll put the other transformer on there. What do I think?
Yes.
Good idea?
Okay.
Okay, we do. Very simple. Want to show?
Yes, nicely done already.
I want to show the pre-cut. See that?
Yes.
You can even spread them a little bit if you want to. Sometimes I do that because we make a pretty wide slot on the pill strip.
Right.
But, so then this is going to go right here, like so. We put this as a spacer so the back of the transformer doesn't sit on the board. When you solder it in place, it'll stay up. And you just don't want it to touch, really.
Right.
So we just I put a little more solder on the pill strip because I knew I was going to do this. Another thing you can do before we do that is put the 330 on it. It might be easier like this. These will work, or something a little bit short. I get both.
Okay.
Sometimes I use a little bit longer one. I use a little star washers on the inside, but I'm not.
Yeah, yeah.
But sometimes I'll use a little longer ones when I maybe can't get through one of these beautiful grounding straps that I have right here. See these?
Yeah.
You get these from Fat Boy too. Probably like, I don't know how they get many. They give you 50 at a time or something. They're not expensive. See them?
Yeah, very nice.
They're perfect. I mean, you can't not have them. Makes no sense.
Right.
So it's gonna go like this. It's gonna go through and then go through there, and then that's gonna ground onto the board.
Right.
Dig it?
Digging.
Okay. So I go and I put it through. I put it on. I put my star washer. 'Cause we don't want that coming loose. That's a bad day.
Right.
Oops, I blew up my whole box because that came loose. So we get that on there. We get the nut. Get it straight and then push it down in there. You know what I mean? Like so, you see it?
Right, yeah.
I already kind of got this one. Push it down in there like so. And then we just solder it right to the board. That way it pushes it down, you know, onto the board.
Right.
Got my fancy twisted up solder. Always clean. Solder those down to the board nice, because these are your ground. You want to make sure it's really, the solder really melts down to the board. Little extra solder there never hurt anyone's feelings, you know what I mean?
Right.
See that?
Yeah.
Make sure it's nice and soldered. See that? Beauty.
Beauteous.
She's a beauty. Okay, what do you want to do next? Do you have a relay?
Yes.
Is this what you give me? No, it's fine.
No, okay.
You're gonna give me one of these, huh?
Yep. Overkill.
It's a little harder to do, but I'll do it.
Yeah, it's easier
Well, I'm
to
gonna-
work with the tabs.
No, because these are really made to kind of go like this. The relays we use in here go like this, and what happens is because they're on top, the wire from these come around easier. But I make work, because then we just have to come from this middle one here and go around. You know what I mean?
Can you put it upward? Is that too tall that way?
I guess you could.
It's kind of annoying.
Annoying because you got all the wires gonna come up.
Right.
Like
yeah,
this
yeah.
is your power from your switch.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying there? This will work.
Yeah.
It's a nice relay. I mean, it's not a big deal.
How about if you turned it around? Would that work? That'd be kind of that'd be awkward.
No. Must go like this or like these. I like these.
Yeah.
That's fine. So you know what we do with this, right?
Two-way
Yes,
tape?
you are right. The two-way tape. Come on down. You've won the jackpot. So we want to have these on the bottom. This is the positive to the on-off switch. That's to your ground, to your keying circuit. This is your bypass. These are your antennas, and that's your. I'm sorry. These are your antennas, and these are where it goes through your box. So we will show you that in a minute. Okay. Where do you want to put it? Right here? Okay, you happy? Is that good? Now, when you're doing this, I like to give it to this over this side a little bit because the keying circuit goes there. So, but I want to kind of go in the middle because I still want room on this side. I got to put my 120 in there.
Right.
Stuff. So let's do the 120s first. See? Yeah. And you talk out loud. You think.
You remember stuff.
Here's a beauty. You have any 120s?
Schmuck 20, where are you? What's that one right there?
Schmuck 20. Something wrong with this guy. So we're putting in the Schmuck 20s. You got to bend them a certain way because, well, you do. So I cut them like this along. You see like that?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make them a little longer. I'll show you why. Okay, people do them differently. So I try to have the wording out.
Yeah.
So that's gonna go on the back side of the pill strip. Pill strip drops down a little bit, right? So
Right.
what we did is we kind of bend it so that the leg drops down, right? Now that's actually kind of exaggerated, but now this one here, see, it'll be higher. Dig it?
Right.
And another thing we can do is wrap that thing around the transformer if we want. But we have room here, so we're just going to put this thing right in the open, sort of ish. Not too far because I got to put that relay in there, right?
Right.
So now when you drop it on there, you see how the different heights works?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sure glad you do. Anyways, so we're gonna put this not too close, but not too far. Right? We'll go like this, right? What do you think? You like?
Yes.
Okay, we make it straight so it's pretty.
What is the purpose of that capacitor from the strip to the
It's a
board?
blocking capacitor for like, I believe it's for blocking. I think it's DC. I gotta make sure. I get confused because you got AC blocking and DC blocking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like these 103s. I think those are. These are DC blocking. I think these are AC blocking caps.
Okay.
But I will look into that for you people if you really care, because I should know. 120 for every single pill. So how many do you need on a one pill?
One.
Very nice.
So, so to be clear, on this 2 pill, it's getting 3 wraps on the input transformer, 2 on the output transformer, and then
You can do it. You can do it.
this right here is a 180.
No.
What
That's
is
a
it?
330.
Oh, 330 on the input transformer. 1,000.
1,000 Pufferinos metal
Okay.
clad.
And then those are 120.
It'll be a 180 on the input, according to the professionals.
Yes. Yes.
I always consult the professionals before I do this.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, you don't want to consult me.
Right.
You might
right.
want to give me some consultation. Let's wrap our power.
Wrap it up.
Wrap our power lead. It's gonna go. This is the choke, 1/2 inch, number 61 ferrite.
Yes.
So we're going to put this as a power lead. So we're gonna wrap this up. You can do it 2 times. I guess you do it 3 if you can. You know what I'm saying?
They usually do 3, right?
Not always. I like using heavier wire.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's hard to get 3 through there, but
All right.
with this, I think 2 will be good. This gets soldered on the top, on the back side of the large transform hair. That's the way I like to do it. So when I put it on, and I bend it down, the wires are on top. You understand what I'm saying? So these go towards the front. I mean, that's the way I like to do it.
Yeah.
You do anything you want. Now, I'm going to leave this a little bit long because sometimes when you bring things in, you got to start working around them. So I'm going to leave that like that, okay?
Yeah.
Now we got to do another one for the ground side of the small transformer, the input transformer. I want to use this black wire. You mind? Alrighty then. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do 3 reps. I'll tell you why, because I'm being lazy on it because it's too hard to put them through. But it'll work fine on a 2 pill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is easy to put through because this is 16 and it's 14 gauge. You don't need as heavy gauge on the ground side, you know.
Right.
This is the ground for this small transformer. See how nice that is? Right? So the way this works is this goes around town and gets glued down right there. Dig it?
Right now.
There's a reason I do it right here. You want to know what it is?
Sure.
It's kind of symmetrical to the other one.
Oh, yeah.
That's really the only reason I do it. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could put it anywhere. I mean, you could wrap it around or whatever, you know?
Right.
So we're going to put it over there. And I make it kind of long, so if I have to move it out of the way, guess what? I will. See how nice? You can move that thing. It's right in the middle. It's beautiful. I still have the power the lead coming out here. It's not in the way. You dig? We're all good and happy. I kind of like that black wire in there. You know what I'm
I can't
saying?
even see where you soldered it. Let me see. Where is it?
Here.
Oh, there it is. Oh, okay.
That's what happens in your stealth.
Yeah.
It's called stealth soldering. So the reason I use 8-gauge wire, and that's what this is, whether it's a 2-pill, a 4-pill, an 8-pill, 16-pill, you should use multiple of these.
Yeah.
Because the choke fits on it.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to use bigger wire, you can. Then you get a 5/8 choke, 5/8 ferrite.
Right.
Okay, and then you go bada boom, bada bang, or one wrap. You know what I mean? Some people like doing this. It makes them feel good. But I don't think it matters. If I'm wrong, tell me, because I'm not a tech. We're going to use a grommet. This is the one that fits in there, but it's too small to fit 2 8-gauge wires through. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're going to go to the next size. It's 1/2 inch.
Okay.
It's a 1/2 inch. So we're going to make the 1/2 inch fit in there. So we just take this step drill. Okay. And we step it up. Step there. That should do it. Oh, yes. Okay. We got this in there. So what's going to happen is this suppository is going to go right here. Okay. And then we got the negative. Is going to go in there too. It's going to go right over the top. I like going over the top like this, see?
Yeah.
And putting it right over here by the ground of the pills. So let me get this out of the way so I can solder this in. So what I do first is I put some solder on this pad, okay? And it's going to get hot because that two-way tape doesn't like this.
Oh.
What I should do is actually do this before I put it in.
Right.
But this will be okay. It will work. That thing will stay hot, man. I mean,
Yeah.
it will stay hot. And I melt this and it'll bend. Put a good amount, you know. You want that to really... So if I go like this, and then I should be able to, if I'm very careful, burn the heck out of my fingers. You'll see when it melts and it goes down on the board, you see it spreading out?
Yeah.
I like to really get that thing on there good. I might even go off to the side a little bit. Watch me. See it?
Yeah.
You want that stuff on there, baby. Woo! Doggies. That is cooking. I just made a mistake that you're not going to make.
Oh, no.
We did the same thing last time, and we're going to show you how we fixed it last time, too. We did the exact same problem. You can't believe we did it again?
Ay, Chihuahua.
You do.
Yeah. We forgot to put the ferrite on.
Must have ferrite.
So what we're going to do to fix it is we're going to pull it through this way, put it back on, and then put it back in. Be right back.
Who's the guy who forgot to put the ferrite on the power cables? Some clown. So we pulled the cables back through the inside of the box.
There you go.
And put the ferrites on there. And what we're going to do is we're going to put some tie ties on there to keep them off the board and everything else and secured. We'll show you that. But right now, that's where we're at.
It's got whatnot on it.
Okay, so we want to have some room because we got to get the wires up along here and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But leave a little room here for your what do you call it? King circuit. So we stick that into place.
I got you not knowing what stuff's called.
I don't feel good, I told you. okay?
I'm telling you, I don't feel
What are
right.
you talking about, man?
We're not
Well, I'm
ourselves
feeling-
yet.
I'm not feeling right. That's normal, you know?
For those of you regular viewers,
You know.
figure out what that line is from.
You watch too many movies.
Hey man, one of Joey's buddies said, "Oh man, they crack me up. They're always reciting movie lines and song lines." So he's on it, man. He's paying attention. So
That's you.
that
I
was
don't know any movies.
That's what I told him. I said, "Yeah, no, that's mainly me."
I look at you funny all the time because I have no idea what you're talking about.
We got a couple of friends in here, and Niall's eating his pillow.
No, Nolly, that's my best pillow. Don't eat my pillow, you freak. Nala, hello, can you hear me? Hey there. Test. Yeah, you. Don't eat my pillow.
She's not eating it per se.
Some things are just not funny.
Yeah, that's funny. I don't care who you are.
Okay, I'm glad you think it's funny.
Oh,
I
Tucker.
don't think it's very funny.
Here's Tucker.
Tucker the Wonder Boy?
Yep.
Oh yeah, he just sits over there and does absolutely nothing. Okay, so we have to do something right
That
now.
one is like-
very important. Very important.
What did we forget now?
We didn't forget nothing.
Oh, okay.
Why is this cut? Did you steal?
I did. It's right there. I put one right there.
Hi there, little Nolly.
Oh, we're taking a break to do something very important.
We got well.
What the horse?
Hi, how are you today? This is Nala. She's my favorite.
She's leaning on me.
She's so sweet. But I know what she wants right now. She wants me to not do this. She gets upset when I'm working. And then she comes over here and tries to get me and stuff. And then when I ignore her, she starts making noises.
Is that why she was eating your pillow?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get your attention?
You know, because what? Then she's going to start going, ruh, ruh. Right? I know what you're going to do. I can see it coming. Where do you want the nose?
Got a nose print on the nose. The nose has got a...
I usually put the hair right at the top of the thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay? And then the nose would go there. Boy.
Drilling the nose.
Man.
Killing the clown.
That's not perfect, but they never are. That means, that's because it's hand built.
That's right.
Custom hand built. It's not machine built, okay?
That's exactly
You get
right.
hand built, custom, out of center, out of line, crooked stuff here.
Exactly, and no two boxes are the same.
Yeah, thank God. Plastic insert goes in it.
Right.
So if you want to figure that out, you let know.
I don't know. Man.
So we put the plastic insert in there. I told you it's gonna bark because I'm over here working. Like so. Pawinski. Oh no, don't mess. Don't mess. There you go. Perfect. Okay.
Now we got a red nose.
Now we got the red nose. So when you turn it on, you got the clown nose. You know what I'm saying? Because this is gonna go in here. Like so.
Righteous.
The Righteous Brothers. So, because we're gonna go, this is gonna be the main lead, and then we're gonna go down to ground, and then over to box. Or we can actually, yeah, it's gotta be like this. Okay, thanks for answering my question.
Yeah. Glad I could help.
Mm-hmm. Very, very nice. So we put this into place. Okay. So what happens in here?
Let me tell you something. That's what you were doing last time. You said you
Oh,
was cousin
yeah,
or
yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, that's
See?
right.
That's
I
from a
remember.
movie.
Exactly. I don't know what you're
Fire
talking
Marshal
about.
Bill or something.
Yeah.
You know who that is?
Let me tell you something.
There you go.
Let's just say we got a bomb in this hand in the class, and a torch in this hand, and he blows up.
Right, right.
So what we did is we take 100 ohms. Just 5 watt.
Oh, 5 watt. Why?
Because it takes this thing takes a lot of heat sometimes. You turn that back.
Oh, I see.
It a lot of heat goes through it. So
on the variable potentiometer, if you will.
Yeah.
So you put a 5 watt.
You know what I mean? I have to get this 5 ohm in here, like right there.
So it's a 5 watt.
5 watt 100 ohm resistor.
5 watt 100 ohm. 5 watt
If I
100
go
ohm.
straight down, it's better. Let me cut this thing. Nolly, I didn't what?
I mean, you could use a 2 watt or 3 watt, but 5 watt, you think it'll last longer with the.
Well, because this thing takes a lot of heat.
Yeah.
When you start cranking it back, that's what happens. It dissipates the heat back into ground side.
This
That's why they burn up.
Right. Well, can I let her out or something?
Yeah, just she'll, yeah.
Because the barking will be unbearable.
Yeah.
People.
Mm-hmm.
No. I don't want to play with this pillow.
Why is it funny? It's my pillow. It's not on my pillow, but it is my pillow.
I don't care who you are. This is funny.
Yeah, real funny.
That's that's what she's doing because you won't give her attention. So she's gonna eat your pillow. Nala, is that good? Is it like a big marshmallow?
But we go down to ground with it.
Okay, so that resistor goes to the board and goes to the very bottom tab of that.
Yeah, it goes to the left
Yeah.
side.
The left
Then,
side.
and then we got to go from the relay into here, and that goes out to there. And I'm going to use a 4.7. I wonder if I use a 5.3. Yeah, it might work. So we'll test it and see if it's in the right. So go bam, bam, bam. Okay, you got that? 10 ohm resistors. These are the ones that show the magic smoke. They go on the input side from the strip down to the ground. We're gonna do one on each side. We're gonna put them on now, right now. So we cut
What size are those?
10 ohms,
10 ohm.
mm-hmm.
10 ohm and they're only like half watt, right? Quarter watts?
quarter watts.
Quarter watt.
So we make it relatively straight. Everything should look kind of decent, like we care, right? We solder it right down the ground here. That's it. Goes from the strip to the ground. One on each side or one for every single pill. Freakazoid. So yeah, we try to put them, everything looking, similar.
Right.
Clean, 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 clean. Always cleaning because it keeps the solder clean. You know what I mean? You know what I mean about the clean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right? So I make these flyback resistors that go in here, okay? So what we're gonna do on these particular ones, we're not gonna make them too high but not too low. I think we get close like this, and we make them about that height. What do you think?
Whatever floats your boat.
See, we'll put them right there, dig it? So we get this on there really nicely, like so. And this is what it's supposed to look like if it fits. Let's see if it'll fit. Did I get it to fit?
She gone.
Did I get it the first time? Oh, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it right. It goes from that strip to this strip. That's
Nice.
perfect. See that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this one on the side because that's where the writing is.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I like to have the writing on the outside in case you ever have to see what it is.
Yeah.
Leave myself a little room for the 103s. You dig?
Right.
I'm gonna put the 103 in here, then I'll put the suppository down.
Right now.
So it's the blocking capacitor. We have lots of room to do it. Lots of room. Lots of grip. Lots of full-time grip here. Yes, it is. Lots of grip. Okay. Take me like a second to put it on here if you just leave me alone. So it's clean, 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 clean. I gotta get another sponge. Some people use those Brillo-looking pad things. I don't even know what you call
That's
them.
what I got.
You like it?
I do. It cleans it really nice. It's got like this, I don't know what it is. It's like goo at the bottom of it.
Goo.
Yeah, so when you go through it and it takes this goo,
Goo.
kind of smokes, yeah, and then as you drag it out, it scrapes it off on the wire brush thingies and it works great. Comes
Goo.
out spotless. Goo.
Okay, so I want to make sure. I want it so it's tight.
Oh, okay.
These are actually nice switches. I don't know where to get. These are old,
Yeah.
but the things are great. It's my last one. So now we have to run the power from the light bulb goes to the on power, which is right here on the bottom, which I like. It's beautiful, and I could put this right down in there. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, nice. And that comes from the power strip?
This is from the light.
Oh, it's for the light.
I'm going to run that one around here.
Oh,
And
gotcha.
around. This is the ground, which we're just going to go to ground.
Okay. Oh, sticking it right to the same spot where the resistor's grounded.
You have a problem with that?
Yeah. Nope.
Okay. Where do you want this? Right here? Okay, thanks for answering. I got it.
What is this you're making now?
The power.
What is the power?
Power goes from the power to the switch.
Power to the switch, and it has got to have a choke on it too?
You must choke.
Choke it. Why?
Choke it good. Because you don't want RF coming back and stuff.
Oh, for RF squealing and problems like that? Such.
Power and all kind of weird things. Yeah.
And
You
what,
want-
you wrap it 3 times?
3 times you're out.
3 times a lady.
At the old ball game, okay? Get it straight. See, oh. Okay, you can't see. Here's the power pad.
Okay,
Here's the power line. You told me to use red, so of course I use black.
right.
Okay? I choked it. This is going from the power to the switch. You got to get power to the switch.
Okay.
I solder it right to the power pad here.
Power pad.
I call it the power pad. Why is it giving me a hard time? There you go. Make it look a little pretty, right? Is that what you want?
Nice.
No, I feel a little better. It's kind of past. We could still probably glue that or something. If I make it tight, it won't flip around. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm gonna put this on here, like, so I feel happy. Then I'll bend this into place. Dig it, like so. Okay, so that's the POW hair. Now we have to go from here to the relay. Digging it? Too much. Let me find out. So that it fits in there. It's perfect. If I can.
So this one comes from the switch and goes to the bottom tab of the relay.
Goes to the bottom tab of this relay if you use the same relay.
Right.
I gotta get my little pliers to get this on just the way I want it. I feel good. Okay. That's looking good. Gonna go down inside of yonder, right along here, I think. That's how I like it. We think. Right along here. Come around town to the grand to the switch. I'm gonna make this so it's not in the way. I want this to be like that.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use old leads from the, can you see it? Resistors.
Yeah.
And we're gonna solder them on the board and it's gonna hold it in place.
Another reason why we like the Teflon wire. Couldn't really get away with this with regular wire. You'll burn it.
Yeah, you melt it. So we're gonna get that right in the corner. I mean, some people might do it.
From the switch to the relay,
Yeah.
they say put a choke on it.
Some people, I mean, the more the merrier, you know what I mean?
Right, right,
But on these 2 pills, I never really seen it have a problem, so.
right.
When you're building big boxes, it's a different game because everything's gonna be choked.
Right.
Turn this right back a little bit. And there we go. So now we're hooked. Dig what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
But that's solder, huh? It's like downtown Julie Brown.
Yes.
Look how nice it looks, though.
It's beautiful.
I'll make no money, but it sure looks good.
Right?
This one should talk to, too. But anyway, so
It might actually, this one might actually work and everything. Be kind of cool.
I mean, there's no guarantees. So this has to come around through here. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This little sucker has to go in here. This one's a little different because I never did with this relay, so it's that there's different room.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I could come around the other way. I'm gonna come around this way. Yeah. I'm gonna do it.
Even though it's going to the tab on the left?
Yeah, because I'm gonna put the keying circuit over there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know, because I need it to come around the keying circuit over here.
Right, right.
So I'll put this. I just want to get the length figured out here. So I'll put this somewhere in there. Okay, sounds like a good idea. Like I said, I usually go the other way, but we're gonna do this so that I can put the, what do you call it there?
Yeah.
That's why I like to use these little babies here.
Yeah.
Everything's on top, but we didn't. So hey, make up your mind. What do you want? And then in the meanwhile, this has to come around here. Julie Brown. I'm just gonna put it on there. If I have to shorten it, I will. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes you just do things and then you figure it out later. Because I want to leave it long so I can figure out what I'm going to do with this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We might as well do the input side right now while we're working. I'll get back to that. For the input, we'll go like so. How was that? Was that nice? Smooth?
That was smooth, baby.
Smooth, man. Smooth. 180. 180. So we're gonna go right up against that wire. So
And that's a, what is that, a 180?
180.
180.
Why did it turn on me at the last second? They're always turning on me. Okay. And then, yeah, this is the 180. This is the tuning for the input. Okay. This is how you do it when you're not going to ever change it. You wrap that sucker around it like that, and you're ready, man. To solder that in place.
Okay, that one goes to the top of the potentiometer, down to
the input. Because when you key it up, it puts the juice into here, goes into there, through there, back into there, back out, and the output. Well, excuse me. What time is it?
I don't know, 1,000 o'clock.
Excellent. It's perfect. That's exactly what I thought. Burn time. Time to burn your fingers. You know what we gotta do still, right?
What?
You know what we gotta do still, right? King circuit.
Oh, yeah. The darn king circuit.
Not a big deal. It's the darndest thing. This is your power.
Yes.
Cut the power. So we need a keying circuit. Tie those up. It's ready to go.
Mint.
Pretty simple.
See if I can get a grip on what you actually did there. So that went to that 120, is that?
100 off.
Oh, 100.
1,000 volt capacitor that goes for your output tuning.
So that goes right into the output
I'm
transformer.
gonna try it there. I might end up changing that and putting it to the antenna section, but we're gonna see.
Oh, okay. And it goes to
I
the
just want to see how it turns out.
second tab from the top. off the relay.
You know what I mean? That capacitor, I might end up moving this capacitor to right to this white, right to here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, normally we have them here and down.
Right.
Now I got to put this across and do the pass-through tuning, but that's simple.
I see.
Like I can use like a 47 on the pass-through. Maybe 18. Let me grab an 18. The black wire, where is it?
What you doing now? Making king circuit?
I'm doing the pass-through.
Making a pass through.
Mm-hmm, yeah, mm-hmm. So I just take a piece of wire. This is the black wire, 16 gauge wire. Okay. And I put solder. Okay. You see?
Yeah.
You still see?
Yes. That's what you call your pass through, right?
Pass through. Now we have to put a cap on there down to ground. We want to put some capacitance on here. I'm just going to use 18 puff.
18 puff?
18 puffer right here.
Is it?
It goes from the ground to the pass through, okay? This is where I'm going to mount the pass-through capacitor. This literally is for when you're talking through the box.
Right.
You need to have some capacitance because of all these extra wires and stuff. You dig?
Yeah.
So this is what we do. That's basically it. And I keep it away from it a little bit, see?
Right.
I don't want it touching anything. So now we got some tuning on the pass, we'll check it. So when your SWR should be, when you're talking through the box, shouldn't be any higher, as if the box wasn't in line.
Right.
But if you don't put any capacitance, because all these wires and stuff, it creates capacity, you got to bring it down.
Right.
It's not hard, but
It's annoying.
I think if we send these out for as a kit, we're going to send the key
Pre-made?
with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause it's easy, but actually Gatekeeper has a video on it.
Yeah.
That's how I learned from him.
Yeah.
Everything I learned from these other guys, man. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, no question.
I have a lot to learn, but I learned from these guys, man. I didn't go to no special college. How any of that stuff. I was out playing around when I was younger, man. I got a diode. It's a 1N4148 diode. I got a 47 puff electrolytic capacitor. I got a 10 puff disc capacitor. Why is it warm in here? I got 2 air conditioners running. Is it me?
I think you're sick. I feel pretty good.
Yeah, I don't feel good right now. And then I need the ever important switching transistor. The 1N, whatever it is, I'll tell you in a second. Forget. Should know it by heart.
It's the diode.
So it's got 4 parts.
$47.
I don't have it on here. I forgot. It's like a 1N. Why? How could I not know? These are. Everybody knows what these are. I'll never see it on here. You're doomed. I'm doomed. That's a transistor. That's a switching transistor. That's what makes it switch. It's a 2N2222. 2N2222.
Sure.
Switching transistor. That's what it is.
Right.
If you know those numbers, you order them. You can make these.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple to do if you do it 450 to 500 times. And then you start remembering little things, But the way we do in the world of switching transistors and keying circuits, where'd you go?
It's right here.
I need
2N
2222.
2222.
Right,
A331.
right. So the way it works, see the flat, there's a flat side on it?
Right.
That faces you. You take this electrolytic capacitor, it has a positive and a negative. See the gray stripe is a negative?
Yep.
That goes to the left. So you got the transistor facing you, the flat side facing you, you got the negative going to the left, and bada boom, bada bing. That's how you do. You twist those together. It's really easy. I do it all the time. See how easy it is? Make me insane. Simply put some solder. Simply solder like so. So you can have a very good night. See you later, bye. Then we take the diode. There's a black stripe in the diode. We're gonna put a black stripe towards that center. See the one going down?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna go like this. This side goes to the negative. This side goes to the center. Digging it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you do. Like so. You twist and have a very nice time. And this one, twist on here. I leave them kind of long because we're going to figure out how we're going to get in there, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically it, except for this cap that goes to your input SO239.
Right.
And it goes from the input to the SO239 to the center. See like this here?
Right.
Your center one. So let's solder this crap like so. And make sure it's all good. Make sure this is all soldered good. I'm going to take these and I'm going to say, oh, that's way too long. But I'm going to leave it long for right now because of where we are on this.
Right.
On
That's
this,
true.
on this crazy thing here. I end up bending these all crazy. So the gray stripe. I should have became a dentist. It's hot.
You got burned again.
My life. I could be at home building boxes. Oh, that's what I am doing.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so the stripe gray is ground. It goes to
The ground board.
the ground. The ground. Okay. So we can take that. Now we don't want it too high off the board because the top one here
Mm-hmm.
goes to that little connection on the relay. That when you key up, it sends power through here. It switches that on, the transistor on, and it connects the ground right through here, right to there. So all you're doing is you're connecting the ground, because right now the ground's disconnected, right? There's nothing on the ground. See, nothing there. This is the positive on this side. The positive is hooked up to the switch, right?
Right.
This is the ground. When you turn this on, you're not putting the power to it so much as you are, I mean, you are putting the power to it, but it won't work until the ground is turned on. So there's no ground there. So this, when you key up your radio and it comes through this wire, and this is grounded to the board, it completes the grounding circuit. And that hooks to there and it completes the ground. So it grounds it, and that's how it goes on. So when you turn your box on, first of all, when you plug your box in, it always has power. Always. If this is on or off, it doesn't matter. The power goes right to the box. It's always on when you have power to it. Okay? The only way to stop power to the box 100% is to actually unplug it. So there's always power going to it. And when you turn the switch on, it doesn't key up, right?
Right.
And the power's going to it. This is
Right.
positive. Because you got to finish the ground circuit, and that's what these do.
Right.
The little bit of power it takes from your input transmit, all it does is switch that transistor on so it connects your ground to ground.
Right.
That's it. See if I can get this soldered on the antenna. Ooh, and that's perfect. Woo. I think. Not without my pliers. It just won't cooperate. Where is it? Where's the hole?
You got to make sure that they don't touch the legs.
Right.
If they don't touch, you're good. If you touch, you'll know because it'll probably key up. The good thing about it, you can't hurt anything because it's the ground.
Right. Right.
Not positive. You can't hurt anything. You don't worry about it. Don't let it worry you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's like beautiful, man. That looks good.
Mint.
You think it'll work?
Oh yeah. First try.
What are the chances?
50-50.
It's true. 50-50 is not a bad gig. When I first started, it was 99-1. And it wasn't in my favor, just in case you're wondering. Okay? I just want to bring it off a little bit. That's just me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to sit on the board or anything. It doesn't hit anything. But you get your little tie-ties, and they'll hold where you want, basically. So, close is fine. And it won't touch because that's in the way, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Won't touch the board. Like so, and then I'll put one in here, and then I'll put one on there. I just want to keep the choke away from everything.
Right. Right.
It's not going to go anywhere now. Huh? Look at that. Oh, look at that. Hey, look at that thing, huh? Okay. Now we are going to actually try this thing. See if now we're going to try the clown.
Yes. So far, so good.
Bring in the clowns. Look at it. It's working. The light's working. And there's no smoke.
Another clown built.
There's no smoke and the light's working. What do you think about that, huh? Okay. Well, let's see what happens. Turn down the dial snot. Probably have it backwards again.
That's right. What do you got in there? 1,000,000-watt slug?
Hello.
What's the matter?
I'm afraid I'd have to move that stupid thing. We got a 180. We got this here. Audio.
What do you want? It's just a little two-pill.
Audio. No, I should do 225. Audio. Okay, we're halfway there.
What's it doing? 120?
No. Ooh, it's only doing like 50 watts.
Oh.
That's okay. I know I gotta move this.
So what'd you do now?
I took the 100 from there. What did we put here?
150.
A 150. Audio. So
It's working right now, apparently.
okay, so apparently 711 Cobra 29, 8 to 10 bird. Okay. Brand new 2-pill, just built it. Dial a snot all the way up, otherwise known as a variable. Old time switch. The clown nose is on. That means we're ready to talk. This is 29 going into a straight 2-pill. Over here, 200. The 20's 200 watts. Hello radio. Ooh, it's about 180 bird, right? 180 bird. Let's try some peak on this thing. Hello radio. Ooh wee. 1. Ooh, about 300. About 300 peak. Now let's try this driver. Hello radio. Ooh. 1. Ooh, about 700 peak. And what is it doing on the Boyds? Hello radio. Hello. Look at that kind of bigger go, man. These two have matched up perfectly. 2 clown noses. That's 300 bird, man. Oh, hello. That's 300 bird. Oh, 300 bird watts.
Wow. Nothing wrong with that.
What's wrong with that? 300 bird watts, up as high as 700 peak watts. With the with the 1-pill clown built into the 2-pill clown built. This by itself is 180, and it's 180 with the 1-pill into it. It's doing 350 bird. That's 150 watts per pill on an HG2879 box. Good clowny.
Good clown.
So that's what you get for clowning around.
Today we're going to put the fan, show them how to install the fan, and we're done.
Fan, baby. We'll see if this thing fits. It's a 92 millimeter, right?
92 mil.
Let's see. Let me drop it on here.
Go on,
Who am I
say it.
kidding? Who am I kidding?
No?
No, I'm talking about my eyeballs.
Oh.
It looks to be the one.
Beautiful.
Well, I'll be double. They make 90 millimeters too, you know? That's why you gotta, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You do?
Mm-hmm. That's nice. Never thought that would happen. Okay, so when doing the fan of love, You want it on the outside or inside?
Inside.
On the inside. See, you're answering questions. Now
Yeah.
people know. We
We
try
know.
to put them on the inside anytime they fit. If they don't, if we have to put big 38 millimeter thick fans, like I show you, then they go on the outside. This is too big, but this is 120 millimeter, 38 millimeters thick. This is like 20 something millimeters or so. I don't remember exactly what it is. But that's thin enough and can go on the inside. You dig it?
Right.
So, you see where the language is on here? There's nothing there, is there?
Yes.
That's usually the way it blows.
Right.
In case you want to know how, like if you're like, which way, I mean, you can always plug it in and test it.
Right.
Which I do anyway because I want to make sure it's working.
Right.
But 99.9% of the time, it blows out towards where the information is. Look it up.
The fan of love is working.
The fan of love.
Blowing at me.
It's blowing out this way. So again, it's where the information is. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it's blowing. I don't want
Nice
to go that
and
way
quiet,
because it'll
too.
suck it in.
As quiet as can be.
Very quiet. It's just enough air for this. It's actually blowing pretty good.
Blows real good.
Yeah, so it's quiet and efficient, and it's working. So, okay, we need to put a choke on there. So, I like to wrap both the positive and negative in the choke. 3 times, people. 1, 2, 3, okay? 3 wraps.
1-0.
Mm-hmm. 1-0, what language is that?
2-0.
1-0, is that romper room? 1-0.
2-0.
And Bingo was his name.
Trio.
Okay, so we want at least 3, okay? You can do more. But at least 3, that'll be good, right? We have the perfect length because we need some length so when we take the top off, right?
Right.
The cover off,
Right.
it goes bada boom. So, right there. On the bottom.
Where does it go to?
The feed from the power is from here to the middle of the switch. And when you turn it on, it brings the power down to the bottom of the switch. It goes to the relay. So that's where I'm going to put the fan. So when I switch it on, it turns the fan on.
Gotcha.
You dig it?
Dig it.
Just do a quick solder on there. Once you get used to your solder gun, it's very simple to do. You can overheat that so easily. The switches, you got to be careful.
Yeah.
So now you put your wire in there. Okay, let's try the fan.
Nothing.
No fan. Well, that's because they clear coat these boxes. We have to clean some of this off, get some ground.
Okay.
It should work. So we'll be back. We'll clean it up and get some Dremel. See?
Come on.
Ryobi. See? It doesn't
Yeah,
sound right saying I'm gonna Ryobi, okay?
Oh.
I'm gonna drum hell. Wire's perfect.
Ah, there you go.
Now we put a screw in.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, working good now.
Now we
Oh,
got air.
beautiful.
Oh yeah. Cranking out of there. Awesome. Beautiful.
Amen.
Ah, you're talking.
Bye-bye.
Done. Thing's got screaming audio.
It's lighting up the nose to the one. I have the 1 pill on, and when I talk, the nose to the 2 pills lights up.
I love it.
You want me to crack on the 2 pills? See what happens? 1 driving 2. There she blows. Oh man, that thing's working good. She cooled off. She's doing more watts, man. Doing about 320 bird watts. Hello, radio. What's going on? Ooh. How are we sounding over there with that 1 driving 2? 1 clown driving 2 clowns.
Hello, radio.
Hello, everybody. I'm here just to talk about the clown builds. I have a clown built myself, and I'm going to stick my neck out and say, I think they're fantastic. I want to show you how I talk when I use my clown build. Hello, everybody. I'm dropping a big mall in the northwest corner. I got down. Oh, yes, darling. That's how I do it. Get yourself a clown build today.